Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking a little bit about 10 essential things, would you say? Would you call them essential things?
Definitely.
For new parents or for first time parents. These are all going to be things that we've found super useful over our years and
we've got a lot of experience. We've got 5 children, so...
We do have 5 children.
I think we've got a bit of experience now of which things we think are the most useful.
And I do want to say, anything we talk about in today's video, there are going to be links in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself.
So the first thing I'd say has been the most useful has been the Perfect Prep baby milk machine.
Yes.
That is if you're bottle feeding, of course.
Yeah, we happen to be bottle feeding, so this obviously might not apply to everybody. But this thing, in a pinch, when you've got a screaming kid at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they want milk. And
they want it just the right temperature as well. That's the thing, because the Perfect Prep machine does make it perfect temperature.
You might say it prepares it perfectly.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to say that there are some people in the medical fraternity who don't really like them very much, aren't they?
I know. We got told numerous times by health visitors that they're not recommended.
Yeah. I'm going against that, but I'm not a medical professional, so you take your chances. But personally, I would agree with that. It's definitely...
It has been really useful, especially with, we didn't have them with the older 3, but definitely Noah and Aubrey. We used it an awful lot. So.
And we got the idea from my sister who'd used it with her kids. She'd had children in between us when we were taking a break from having children. She had children, and she got Perfect Prep machine and was like,
I'd never heard of it
You've
before.
got to get a Perfect Prep machine. Not the cheapest thing, but in our opinion, it's we wouldn't be without one.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, number 2 I'd say is like the Clever Mama kind of baby mattress and the Sleepyhead, because they kind of do the same job, but
they're very similar, aren't they? We happen to have both, don't we?
Great for putting your baby down in the day. Yeah. So they're not always the cheapest, but again, I definitely think we got our money's worth out of it. And also, if you want to sell that at the end of your use for it, they do actually sell really well on on somewhere like Marketplace or eBay. They do tend to fetch quite a lot of their money back.
All right, so the third thing I would put on this top list of things that we couldn't live without, or whatever we're calling it, I can't remember what we're calling it, stuff you need, we would recommend, is them Whopper Nubs.
Yeah.
I've not gone mental. Whopper Nub is just a brand, but it's basically a type of dummy or pacifier. They have little teddies attached to them, don't they? Like little animals.
The Whopper Nub is actually, a teddy like kind of stitched into the plastic on the Whopper Nub. And you can wash them in the washing machine, and I just kind of went crazy and got like every single one for Noah. Yeah,
Noah absolutely loved it, and they were easy for him to hold when he was very small, because they have got this we had lions and polar bears and a deer and a sloth and
elephant,
all different types of animals, and we had about, like you say, Kirsty went a bit mad and bought them all.
Yeah, they're by Mary Meyer, and they've been around for a long time, I think, in America. It's not something you see very often over here, but I just went to town with them, and I love them. And
again, these are not going to be for everybody, because, like in our case now, Aubrey has never had a dummy.
And before I had her, I bought a couple of the Whopper Nubs because I was so successful with Noah.
I smashed it with Noah, didn't they?
Yeah, and like I say, it was easy for him to kind of hang on to and find in his cot when he was a baby. And
that's the other thing, in the middle of the night when they're kind of clawing around for it, they find them, don't they? So they don't wake up.
And with Aubrey, I was like, all right, I'll get some pink ones. I was getting all excited because I could get pink ones now. And although...
and then the pink one became Noah's favourite.
The pink one became Noah's, so he ended up with all of Aubrey's Whopper Nubs because she didn't want one.
She didn't want them.
Which was really weird, because all our children have had dummies.
So we were we would recommend them. Having said that, your mileage may vary, because if you get one like Aubrey, they're not going to use it. But I would still recommend it if you're looking for something of that nature, if you're looking for some kind of pacifier or dummy.
So the next thing I'd recommend is the 4th thing on the list, and it is the... Do you want to say it?
I know what you're going to say. It's the Baby Bjorn bouncer chair. That's that's alliteration.
Yeah.
That is. Baby Bjorn bouncer chair
now
thing.
They're not the cheapest to buy. How much are they now? I think we looked.
They're real expensive, to be perfectly honest. Like I'll tell you the little story. Getting off track a bit. Little story. When Kirsty bought the one that we had, I think you paid about £80 for it.
Probably, yes.
But
it was when
this
Isla
is
was
a
a baby.
really long time ago. So when Isla was a baby, so she's 11 now. So it gives you some indication. And I was like, how much? I couldn't believe it because they really don't look like anything special. However, that has to be one of the most used bits of kit we have owned.
And of course, when the baby moves, as they tend to move a lot, like shaking the legs and hands, whatever. It was just like it was just bouncing, and it's just that from their own movement, it bounces. No mechanics involved.
No.
So
doesn't need batteries. Not that.
And it was really good. And they kind of bounce themselves to sleep really in it, don't they?
Yeah. So as much as I was horrified by how much it cost, I would have no hesitation in recommending it to anybody.
It was a good purchase.
Right. So the fifth thing on our list of stuff you can't live without is going to be following on from the last one. Really, there's a theme here. It's going to be a Jumperoo.
Or the Jumperoo. If you go by Noah in it.
Well, all I'm saying is it gets stuff moving. If you've got a kid who's a bit, Anyway, moving on. We had a Nemo one, which Noah absolutely loved, and then Aubrey absolutely loved. And many a happy moment spent playing in that. Somewhere super kind of... it's handy to have somewhere safe in it as well, just to pop.
Yeah,
if you know, like to pop them down. If
you just want to make a brew or something.
So it's kind of dual purpose. It helps them go to the toilet, and it keeps them entertained. And dual purpose. That's three things. That's triple purpose. And also it gives you somewhere safe to put them while you're.
Yeah, and there's lots of things for them to play at.
Up or whatever.
They also have sent themselves to sleep in there. We've got lots of photos of like Noah like this.
Yeah, children just slumped in the jumper.
Yeah. But then you don't want to move them because, you know what happens if you move them, they just wake up.
Yeah, you don't do that.
So the sixth thing on our list will be the City Jogger pushchair.
Yes. Now we've had
two
so
far, and we're still using one.
Two doubles. We had the original City Jogger double, didn't we? Mm-hmm. And now we've got the latest version, which is I think it's called the GT.
Yeah.
Which sounds very sporty.
Yeah, the wheels are slightly different.
Yeah.
But
it's got a handbrake.
Yeah, we love the City Jogger. I know you can get them in single, double.
Yeah.
You can get carry cots for them now, and they also now, which is the new one we have, it also takes the car seat because they didn't used to take a car seat for when.
Yeah, you can get car seat adapters and you drop a car seat straight into it.
So that has been absolutely amazing, and I love the fact that I think now because you can also get a carry cot for it, you can use them from birth.
Yeah.
Because I think back when I had it, I think it was from like 6 months or 4 or 6 months.
Because he can still use it, like Noah can still use it now, can't he? He's 4 and he can still sit in there.
Yeah, and there's plenty of room. I think we've even used it when we've been away in Florida.
Yeah.
And we've been into the Walt Disney World, and I think
they fold super flat as well.
It could fit like a 5-year-old. I think even older children have been in there because they're so roomy. They just kind of seem to go all the way back.
And we've had, I think we were adding it up the other day, did we say we had 8 or 9 different types of pushchair?
You've had a lot. We've tried a lot of different pushchairs. And that is the one we always seem to fall back to, and it's really good. It folds really neatly. And it's just really super
and
easy to use.
The other thing is it's just a really good pushchair. I think it's simple. It's got like the folding mechanism's dead easy. There's nothing to like faff about with. You just literally grab the handles, pull it, and it just collapses like all pretty flat as well, considering that it's a double buggy. And although it's a double buggy, they've thought about that, and it goes through a standard width door even though it's a double buggy.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
Good thing. Especially when you're in like a shopping mall.
It's got adjustable height handles and things like that. So if you're super tall, I'm not super tall, but I'm not short, so I'm able to make some adjustments so that I'm not kind of a tall stooped over if I'm pushing it. And the sunshades as well are
really
massive.
Big, yeah. So that was really helpful when we were abroad on holiday.
Yeah, because I think they're rated SPF 50 or something like that as well. They've actually got a rating.
And there's lots of accessories you can buy for them. I know with the new one we have like a tray There's loads of different things you can buy.
Again,
and like I say, with all the adapters now, it's great because you can add all the younger baby things as well, like the carry cot and
it's just a
car seat.
It's just a really kind of versatile, relatively lightweight, simple, but it works.
So I've had so many pushchairs when I think a lot of people will agree with this, where they say they'll go up to a certain age, like 3 or 4, and then by the time they're 3, you're thinking they're already growing out of this.
Yeah, kids falling out of this. Yeah,
we've had that with one of Noah's pushchairs, where it didn't really last him as long as I had hoped. But then when you go back to the city jogger, you, like you say, going into like age 5 and, they don't need to use a pushchair after that. So it's great. It's really long lasting and it's kind of all you'll need. So yeah.
Would recommend.
And on another thing with the, any pushchair really, but we've used it with all our pushchairs.
It's an accessory, but it'll work on any pushchair. And
so we're on the subject. So even with the baby jogger, we have used a rocket. These are amazing invention. I've actually thought of this. I thought, why can't we think of something that you can automatically rocket so you don't have to be like this?
Turns out someone did.
Someone had already invented it.
Someone had already thought of it. So rocket, amazing bit of kit. We're not giving this its own thing. We're just going to mention it with the pushchairs because you kind of attach them mainly, I think, to pushchairs. But we'd definitely recommend one of them. Just used to send ours right off to sleep.
Well, and not only that,
keeps them asleep.
That's the most important thing because I think once they stop moving, once you stop walking that pushchair, and once you stop doing this, if you sat down or something, if you want to rest, and once you stop doing that, they wake up, don't they? So to have something that will actually just like kind of do a gentle motion with the
super useful.
It was just really, it was one of those why haven't I had this in my life before? Like on my last 2 babies.
Yeah, it's worth
Where was this with the other 3?
It's worth the money.
So going into our 7th favourite thing, I would say, we all have this problem with babies, it's teething. It's the bit we all kind of dread because it's so hard. It's going to happen. They go, they can be so cranky as well when they're going through this phase.
No.
Because, it's really, it must be so painful when you think those teeth are cutting through the gums and you just want to comfort your baby.
My teeth are hurting just thinking about it.
Yeah. And just thinking, you might give them some like Calpol or something like that to soothe the pain, but you just sometimes need something else. And we've tried lots of things. We've tried the bracelets, haven't we?
Amber bracelets. A lot of people swear by them.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with that. I'm not sure how much it helped, but then when we have from Ava, we've used
someone recommended them to us, Teether crystals.
And they really did seem to soothe all the babies, didn't they? When we've gone through like
they're by a company called Nelson's. Called Nelson's Teether crystals. They're not like
they've been around a long time. I think
a long time. They're not medicated. It's all like homeopathic stuff. And someone said, have you tried Teether crystals if your kid's like really struggling with teething? No, we haven't. First of all, they must taste amazing because like whenever you give them to a baby, they're like, yes, please.
Just like this.
Give them to me.
It's just a small sachet of
looks like a little salt sachet. Salt sachet. Salt sachet.
They're really small and just pop them into the mouth and they just kind of chew on it and it just kind of melts into the mouth, doesn't it?
But it must do something.
Yeah, because it did seem to calm ours down and we've always gone back to them when we've had another baby. We've always thought, let's get the Teether crystals in again because we're going to try anything. When your baby's crying all night and you can't do anything to kind of just console them. You just you'll try anything.
Yeah, and Teether crystals seem to do a solid job.
So going into one of the 8th favourite products we've had is going to be nappy rash cream, and not any nappy rash cream. It is Metanium. Metanium was been like gold. It is kind of gold, isn't it? It's yellow.
Yeah.
So we get the ointment.
The one downside to Metanium, Metanium. We always say Metanium, but the one downside to Metanium is the fact that it looks kind of gross.
Yeah.
But
it works so well.
Oh my God, does it work well.
And it's really quick. It's rapid as well. Like you put it on, say at the night time if they're all red, and by the morning, it's calmed down so much, it's nearly gone.
You need such a small amount of it as well. Like literally, I think it says on the packet something the size of a pea to apply.
And you apply it really thinly as well.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to like put loads on.
And I don't know what is in that stuff. I mean, I guess I could read the back of the packet, it might tell me, but you know, whatever it is, it works.
It works, definitely.
I would 100%.
I'd recommend that over probably
anything. I mean, we use like the other stuff like Sudocrem and stuff like that.
We still do, but
Sudocrem's kind of great day to day, but when if you've got a baby who's got like nappy rash or some kind of, you know, like if they're sore or whatever, then it's
like instant relief. It seems to, when you put it on, they seem to calm down right away. And it also, like I say, it does clear up really quickly.
You can guarantee, even if you've got like a kid who's absolutely red raw from, you know, nappy rash, you put that stuff on, change the nappy, the next time you go to change the nappy, there'll already be like a marked improvement. You whack a bit more on, and by like the second nappy change,
it's gone.
It's pretty much gone. It's like magic almost, isn't it?
Can you see this? It's like gone. How's it gone that quickly?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I would 100%. Unreservedly.
Yeah, just buy it if you.
Yeah, buy it. It's not that expensive. I think you can get it for about £3 on Amazon, and it's like you just. I would not be without it. We still have it now. We still use it because it comes in handy for you know. We've still got babies, but you know.
Yeah.
But for anything else, it's a good stuff.
It works wonders.
It really does. So yeah. I agree with you on that 100%. That definitely is essential.
Yeah.
That is essential, in my opinion.
Touching on travelling again, so we're at
This is number 9
on the list.
You lost where you were up to.
I did. I was completely unsure, but yeah, number 9.
It's number 9.
So we're kind of travelling now, and we're going away to Florida, where we did with Noah when he was a baby.
Yes, 6 months old, took him away.
Yeah, I thought, what can I use on him at that age in the pool?
Yeah.
Because we were staying in your mum and dad's villa and they have a pool, and I wanted something that I could take him in the pool with that he'd be safe in. And I found this amazing pool float, which we have video of him in. And I had so many comments off people when we went out places, if we went to a public pool, and people were really amazed by it. They thought it was such a great thing for a younger baby.
Yeah.
And it can be used in different ways as well.
Yeah.
So they can kind of go on the front and the back.
Yeah, well, you can have it either with or without the canopy. So we sometimes used it and Noah would just like bob around and kind of chill in there, or so then other times we'd put the canopy on if it was super sunny and things like that. So
that one was called the Mambo Baby?
I think it was a Mambo Baby.
The Mambo Baby.
Yeah.
And
it's in the. I'll put a link to it in the description.
Well, he looks super chilled in it when he was a baby, and it, like you say, with the canopy, and it was just great. And you could as long as someone's in the pool with him, and we're there, and he was just happily kind of just floating around.
Oh yeah.
While all the kids were having fun in the pool with him.
Yeah, loved it. So yeah, I would agree with you that if you're taking little one on holiday, get yourself some kind of pool float like this. This one we can vouch for. We used it a lot. It was really good quality as well, and obviously it stops him from getting burnt as well with that little canopy. So
like I say, you can. I didn't use it this way, but I think you can have the baby at different stages. They can go on the front as well.
That's right.
And have their chin kind of resting.
Yeah, we used to have him kind of sitting back because he was only 6 months. But
yeah, as they grow, it can be used in different ways. So I'd recommend that 100% with the baby, because it was nice for me being in the pool with him and just floating around with him and having a great time. And then number 10, along kind of the same travel lines again, is, do you want to say?
Yeah, it's the Microlight travel cot.
And it was super light. It really was. Light. I had a bit of a thing trying to find one of these kind of travel cots, because Noah was he didn't like going to sleep on his own, so it was really tricky. But then if I went to sleep, like take him on the bed or something like that, I'd have to stay with him because he might roll off and what have you. So I wanted somewhere safe to put him, where I could kind of snuggle down with him to go off to sleep, and then zip him up on his own so he's safely in the cot if he woke up.
So the thing is with this particular travel cot is that it has a zip at one end, so you can kind of zip it out.
Yeah, and it was flat to the floor, so I could lie next to him.
Kirsty, you'd actually get in with Noah sometimes, wouldn't you, to calm him down. He'd go to sleep, and then you could just like retreat through the thing and zip him in. Bit of a lifesaver, so that was a really good feature. Secondly, It is really light.
Yeah, it's really easy to transport. So if you were going to stay anywhere, it was just so easy, you know.
That's why I really liked it, was because it was like pretty compact.
And it was really easy to put up as well. It was super simple.
Yeah.
And it just worked really well.
Again, just a really handy thing to have in your kind of arsenal if you're going anywhere, you know, whether you're travelling abroad or just anywhere, or just going round to a friend's house or something, because the thing is you can just pop it up, use it like a playpen almost, can't you, as well?
Or somewhere safe to put them down to sleep. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, I would 100% agree with you on that. Recommend.
Yeah.
Would recommend.
Yeah, these have all been super helpful for us, so hopefully they can help you too.